Hey everyone, this is Ayman, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about the RSI indicator. You probably heard about this indicator before, but I'm going to explain it in more detail today and hopefully in a way that not many traders have actually talked about it, and I'm going to show you the significance of using it. Probably in my trades you don't see me using it a lot, and the reason behind that is because this indicator is already built into my scanners, so I do not have to pull it out in my chart. So first things first, what is the RSI indicator? The RSI indicator is a momentum indicator. It has a value from 0 to 100, and it shows you the momentum of a stock. The faster and the more the stock goes to the upside, the higher the value of the RSI. The slower it goes or the lower it goes, the lower the RSI value is. This indicator shows us overbought and oversold conditions. So if the RSI value goes above 70 or above 80, it means that this stock is overbought and most probably it is going to reverse or pull back. And vice versa, if the RSI value is below 30 or below 20, that means that the stock is oversold and it can go to the upside. Now here is a misunderstanding that a lot of traders are having. They think that if the value is over 70 or over 80, the stock needs to pull back, it is overbought and they need to short it. And vice versa, if it's at 20 or 30, they need to buy it because it is oversold. And that's a huge mistake a lot of traders are doing. You do not short a stock only because the RSI shows you that it is overbought, and at the same time you do not buy it because the RSI is showing you that it is oversold. You need to use different indicators to that, or additional indicators to that. You need to use price action depending on the style that you are trading. For example, as a reversal trader, if I see that the RSI is overbought, meaning that the value is over 80 or over 70, I'd be looking at the chart and I'll be looking for reversal patterns along with the overall daily direction, and I'd be looking for a short. Only a combination with these, along with the level, along with the volume, will tell me that I need to short a stock. Now, what many don't know is that you could actually use the RSI for trends. You would need to use larger periods, a period between 150 and 250, to see the overall trend. And if the value is above 50, it means that the stock is in a long uptrend and you could watch it for a long. And if the value is below 50, it means that the stock in a general downtrend and you can watch it for a long. Now that we've spoke about it in general, let's go and take a look at some examples. Obviously, all of these will be general information that will help you get a general idea of how you can utilize it in your scanners or in your trading. Looking at Tesla around here, you could see that the RSI is above 50. And since the RSI is above 50, that means that we are in a general trend or at least in a temporary trend. So between these and this around here, I'm going to be looking for entries to the long side. And having the RSI above 50 doesn't necessarily mean that you need to buy it. Seeing that the RSI is above 50 and we are sitting up here doesn't mean that this is a good entry to the long side. Why is that? Because as far as you know, we need to buy the dips as day traders. We play pullbacks. So for example, when the stock is pulling back around here on the daily chart or pulling back around here on the daily chart, these are interesting areas to get into the long side. I'm not going to enter on it only because it's a pullback. I'm going to show you how to get these type of entries using the RSI as well. When the RSI goes below 50, which is here, that means that we are in a general downtrend. And what I need to do around here is also utilize the patterns, different indicators, or maybe the RSI as well in smaller time frames to get the entries. Now look at these guys. You remember this chart from a few seconds ago. I showed you that the RSI at this area is above 50, which shows us that the stock is in a general uptrend. Now I need to go to a smaller time frame and look for entries based on the RSI also on smaller time frame. And you could see it here. 1st, 2nd of December, 30th of December, we have an RSI below 30. So on a bigger time frame, which is the daily chart, we are above 50 RSI, which means that we are in an uptrend. Now I'm looking for a pullback on a smaller time frame, which is the 60-minute chart, for example, which shows me that we are oversold, which means that this is a potential good entry for the trend that is happening on a bigger time frame. Now, how exactly do I time my entry? Around here on the 26th of August, on the 29th of August, and on the 1st of September, on all of these days, the RSI is below 30. Obviously, you do not enter only based on the RSI. You need a general pattern. And like I said, there it comes the pattern, daily levels, etc. For example, you could see this area, 2nd of December. there is a beautiful level that we had from the previous consolidation around here, approximately. That's a previous resistance that could act as a potential support. We also have a strong moving average, which is a 50 moving average. I'm gonna explain this in detail on a separate video. The 50 moving average is a strong swing trading moving average. Usually swing traders, when the price dumps into the 50 moving average, they buy it blindly and they set one ATR stop loss below it. So now that I have the confirmation that the daily ATR is above 50, which is an uptrend overall, I have the confirmation that we did pull back into a previous resistance that now acts as support. We pulled back into the 50 moving average, which is a good swing trading setup. And on the 60-minute chart, we are sitting at an RSI below 30. A combination of these plus the confirmation candle on the daily chart that is a hammer or double hammers gives me a good idea that maybe I could play the stock to the long side for the swing trade with a stop loss down here and go for a potential good average risk to reward ratio. And vice versa, you could do this in a general downtrend. Another way to use the RSI for reversals. And to play reversals, I use the RSI 14. One of the plays that I played on Friday, and you can check it on my Twitter channel. My Twitter channel is @AymanBBT, was on DKNG. I played the reversal on DKNG. Why is that? That was a parabolic reversal. And one of the indicators for a parabolic reversal that I need to see is that the stock is having multiple consecutive 5-minute candles. And I have that now. Next thing that I want to see is an extended RSI, an RSI above 70. And you could see that starting from here approximately, the stock already had an RSI above 70, which tells me that a reversal is about to happen at any moment. I'm not sure when. For that I'm using other indicators, but this is one of the things that's telling me that the stock needs to pull back anytime soon. And obviously I don't add this indicator on my chart. I'm using trading terminal scanners. It's free BBT scanners, and it gives me some calls on stocks that are extended. The RSI is included around here, so if I see that there is a stock that is called for a potential reversal, I know automatically that the RSI is showing me overbought or oversold conditions, and I'm looking for potential reversals. Now, the signal for me to play this reversal wasn't only the RSI and the extension. Obviously, I combine it with other indicators, and you could see that on the daily chart, there was a potential resistance here that started acting as a support here, and we're getting back into this area of resistance again. And the level, in combination with the RSI on the 5-minute chart, in combination with the extension, tells me that the stock is about to reverse. And that is when I start looking for good entries with tight stop losses that offer me a good potential risk to reward ratio. So just to recap these guys, the RSI is a momentum indicator. The value for it is going between 0 and 100. The faster the price goes up, the higher the RSI is, and the more likely a pullback is going to happen. The faster the price goes to the downside, the lower the RSI is, and more likely the price is going to go to the upside. You can use the RSI depending on your trading style. If you are a trend trader, you might want to use an average period for an RSI between 150 and 250. If you are a momentum trader or intraday trader that is looking for reversals, you might want to look at lower periods. If the RSI on the bigger time frames with a bigger average period, for example 150 or 250, shows you that we are above 50 but not higher than 80, it means that the stock is in a general uptrend. A big pullback is not likely to happen. You need to wait, first of all, for a pullback on a bigger time frame, combine it with a level, combine it with volume price analysis, combine it with a pattern, then go to a smaller time frame using a smaller average period. Look for an extension of the RSI to time your entry to the long side. These are just some ideas on how you can utilize the RSI or maybe create a scanner including this indicator in it. If you found this helpful, guys, please make sure to hit the like button, share and subscribe. If you have any questions, make sure to write them in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.